Waking up here this brisk last morning. As you can see, windows, they're all frozen up. One important thing when living in a van in these cold climates is keeping your place warm. What I use to stay warm is I got this little buddy heater here, and it does a pretty good job. Pumps out enough BTUs to really heat this place up. As you can see, I'm in shorts. I'm warm. I mean, I'll start sweating in here. But one of the problems with this thing is you got to get some ventilation. If you don't got good ventilation, these things, they can kill people. When I was first coming up with this concept, I was talking to different people about heating, and every single one of them told me, had a story, personal story about somebody they know that died using one of these things. So it's real important to be careful. What I have done, and I think it's a decent trick, you'll notice running these things, if you don't got good ventilation, you can smell the burnt fuel, and it'll kind of get you a little queasy too in your stomach. But a solution I've found, and it seems to do a pretty good job, is I crack these wing windows open about 1.5 inches, and you got a vertical of 14 inches or so, so you got a decent gap on each one. And then I got this little USB powered fan. It's not pushing crazy amounts of air, but it's enough to circulate the cabin. And that coupled with this little air filter I purchased, again USB powered, it seems to do a decent job ventilating. The other thing you'll find using these combustion heaters is, as a lot of people probably know, one of the byproducts of combustion is water. So that's why you get all this condensate on the inside here. One thing I'm thinking about trying is just sticking some salt in the sock, and maybe throwing it up there next to the window, see if I can absorb some of that condensate with the salt. You can also purchase these little bags that have some kind of compound in them that do something similar to the salt. You just hang them and then it sucks all the water out of the air. But I'll let you know how that goes. I really just wanted to focus on the safety of these things. I never use them when I'm sleeping. I just pump the heat while I'm awake, make sure I can keep an eye on it. And then I also bought this carbon monoxide smoke detector. So if anything does happen, that thing should go off if I do happen to fall asleep with the heater on, and something goes wrong. I'm hoping that'll go off. And the mounting locations, that's on the packaging. I guess carbon monoxide is just very slightly lighter than air, so it does float, but not very well. So it'll kind of just lay on whatever plane it finds. So this one told me to mount it close to where I'm at. And then another precaution I took into account was I bought a fire extinguisher.